Live sporting events are slowly coming back to America, but so far the fans are being kept at home. But there are plans to change that very soon. And as Fox 44's Brian Glenn found out, the first one out of the gate could not be more fitting for Texas.
Joining us now is Travis Wheat. He is the rodeo director of the championship rodeo there in Mesquite. And is this, in fact, the first live ticketed sports event in the country post-COVID-19 shutdown?
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, as far as we know, it is. There's a couple rodeos that are taking place right now. Houston's finishing its Super Series in Fort Worth as an unticketed event. And Cave Creek, Arizona, they're doing a rodeo there too. I don't know if it's going to be ticketed or not, but definitely in Dallas, we know that for sure. Or definitely in Texas, we know that for sure.
So let's talk about some of the precautionary efforts you guys are putting in place to make sure that everyone is safe and we're applying by the CDC regulations. What are we doing there?
So we're following really closely to the PRCA guidelines as well as the Dallas County guidelines. We want to do as much as we can to keep our fans safe without intruding on their personal liberties. And so we're encouraging everyone to do what you want to do as far as your own personal protection. But if you go online at Ticketmaster.com or you go to Mesquite Rodeo and look, you'll actually see we have our tickets positioned in groups where you buy that are 6 feet distance in any direction from any group that you would buy from. On top of that, there's going to be plexiglass barriers in between, like when you're purchasing tickets at the box office, when you're purchasing food, there's markations on the floor of, 6 foot social distancing. There's hand sanitizer stations throughout the arena. And, after, as far as our contestants, we have guidelines in place following PRCA guidelines to keep our contestants and our contract personnel safe. So we have to respect our our health officials on, they're better at this than we are. They know more about this than we do. And so with respect to that, we're doing as much as we can to keep our folks safe while they're out here. As far as the contestants, man, they are ready to roll. They haven't been able to ride bulls or horses for 2 months. And they never in their lives imagined that would happen. They always say rodeo is a constant thing. I was talking to the bull riding champion last year, Troy Garcia, and he hasn't been on a rodeo or on a bull in 2 months. And he couldn't be more excited that the rodeo is starting June 6th. And, throughout the other contract personnel that we're using, we talk about the bull riders, but, the announcers, the clowns, the bullfighters, everybody makes their living in rodeo from doing these rodeos. And for 2 months, they haven't drawn a check yet. They don't get unemployment when you're self-employed. So everyone's excited. We hope to be the domino effect that really clicks things off for attended rodeos. Some rodeos this year have canceled even further out than this, like in July and August and September, that we never would have imagined would cancel. And hopefully, they'll reverse that decision and go to a postponed date rather than a full-on cancellation. So rodeo is good for America. I'm a firm believer of that, and we cannot be more excited to kick it off this year.
Travis Wheat, thank you so much for joining us, and hold on tight to those bulls.
Will do. Take it easy, Brian.
Thank you.